Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts, and welcome back to another Taskmaster challenge. My name is Spartan Elite 43, and tonight, as always, we are competing against History Guy Gaming, Brother Monroe, Everyday's Different, and Stealth 17 Gaming. Links will be to their video in the description below, as well as at the end of the video, you'll see their videos pop up. Now, tonight, we have a bit of a two-part challenge. First of all, we got to build a destroyer and try to sink as many transports as we can in 40 minutes in-game time. It's 40 minutes in-game time, okay? And then, whatever or however many we sink, that determines our class in the second part of the challenge. If you sink 1 or 2, you get a destroyer, a single destroyer. If you sink 3 or 4, you get a light cruiser. If you sink 5 or 6, you get a armored cruiser. If you sink 7 or 8, you get a battle cruiser. If you sink 9, you get a battleship. And if you sink all 10, you get a battleship with 2 escort destroyers. So, let's get into it. We need to design a destroyer fully capable of wrecking everybody. It looks like we can use this Destroyer 4, which gives us slightly bigger displacement, which we're going to need for this, because we need to absolutely pile on the torpedoes. So, yeah, let's go ahead and go with the best that we can do. Go with 4 spoilers, the auxiliary engines. The reason I'm adding like auxiliaries and stuff is because we are against transports, but some of the transports may spawn with guns on them. They're not very big, but you're in a destroyer, so they can and absolutely will wreck your life. So that is a thing. Now we do want to keep the weight down as best we can. But we'll go ahead and throw the anti-flooding on there just to make sure. We are going to be torpedo-centric, because we can't really put big enough guns on this to sink transports quickly, and that's going to be the biggest thing, because you only get 40 minutes. Okay, so we got to make all of the torpedoes count. Okay? And we are definitely going to have increased torpedoes. Not going to worry about that. Go with the standard. And for torps, oh, we can't use oxygen torps. We can use fast torpedoes. But that reduces the torpedo range, even though I don't think that's going to be an issue. Let's go ahead and go with the fast torpedoes. I'm trying to think of how big we would need to guarantee. Well, I guess we can only go 20-inch torpedoes. So that's the thing. We're not going to need to worry about rangefinders or acoustics or radio. So we'll just leave that as is. So cannot build above 2,200. Well, that's a shame. Okay. It says a maximum displacement of 2,250. I feel like we've been robbed. Oh well, 2,200 will work. Main tower, again, not particularly worried about anything whatsoever. So it's going to be a weight thing. So we're going to go with the lightest weight that we can. Let's put the main tower up front. Secondary tower, again, it's going to be about weight. So we'll put the secondary tower all the way to the back. And for funnel, I think we could probably get away with a standard small funnel. Gives us a 63%. It gives us 71%. %. Oh my god, I don't want to do that. That takes up way too much room. Yeah, don't do that. If we do 2 of these, that's 140 tons. If we do 1 in the... Yeah, so I think that's probably our best bet. Just do 2 of these. That gets us up to 100. Now, we're going to have quite a bit of a forward offset here for weight, but it's going to be okay because we're going to slap a... well, I mean, we'll throw a 5-inch gun on there, just so that we have one. But we are going to be going all torps. Now, the reload time is 600 seconds on those. So what if we don't do that? Because we got to think. We've got to sink as many as we can in the allotted time. So what if we just put a whole mess load of single tube torpedoes? Sound fun? That's what I'm thinking. Let's put 1 there. And because we're going to be using them on both sides, we should be able to get a salvo off of either side of the ship to allow us to attack multiple targets at one time. But much like the Titanic, there's not going to be any room for what you would call lifeboats. Alright, so we are currently 400 tons over the limit. That's a lot. So can we drop down the size of the torps to make up for it? That helps, but not enough. Yeah, that's definitely not enough. But these reload in 150 seconds. For those of you who are not able to keep up, that is 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes to reload all of these tubes after they've fired. Now, we do have increased torp ammo, which, how many current torps are we rolling here? I always forget where this is located to. How many total torpedoes are we carrying? We have 26 tubes. We can just do the math real quick. We get ammo, 4 per launcher, and we have 26 of them. So over 100 torpedoes on board. But we are definitely way overweight. And we don't really have a way to save weight. Unless we get rid of torpedoes. And I don't really want to do that. Oh, the conundrums. If we just get rid of all of the armor on the ship, how much does that save us? Not enough, from the looks of it. Definitely not enough. Well, shoot. Okay. Man, I really don't want to go out with this few of torpedo tubes. That's only 6 per side. That's 12 total tubes. That's a lot less torpedoes. We don't really have a choice. That gets us under the limit, but that gives us 8 torpedo tubes. That's it. 8. Wow. We are definitely going to have to be using these things accurately. But might as well go ahead and add some belt armor, because we're going to need a little bit. That's our maximum. Alright. Well, we can spread these torps out a little bit. So, we know we can put 8 on. Wait, what's the weight of these? 25 tons versus 50 tons. So, yeah, it just goes up 74 tons, 99 tons. So, yeah, it basically makes no difference whatsoever except in the fact that you're able to reload them much faster. So, that's what we're going to go with. I wish that we could fire tube by tube in the game. That would make this much easier. Because the transports that we're going up against, they're not going to really be able to dodge. In theory. Though we do have quite the 4 offset in weight. Let me get rid of that and see if we can move them back. That's 4.4%. That's a little better. Alright. Here we go. Only one way to find out if we're going to make it. I'm really hoping to sink them all. And start battle. Pause. Okay. So the enemy is to the north, so we're going to go ahead and full steam ahead to the north. Again, we won't have to worry too much about taking hits because even though some of them have guns, they're very small guns, so hopefully we won't have to worry about that. The in-game time, as you can see, we're at 9:59:55. Basically, it starts at 10 minutes. So we have 40 minutes to sink as many of them as possible in-game time. So, without further ado, let's get this party started. We're going to speed up time until we get close. Already 3 minutes have ticked away, and we have yet to engage the enemy. And remember, it takes 2.5 minutes each time we launch torpedoes. We got torps on the way for those guys. We're going to slow down time just a little bit. Come about and we'll launch torps again. The torpedoes should be coming in any time. There we go. Big hits. Single torpedo hits should be enough to sink these guys. Alright, torps are gone from that side. Do have a couple torps coming out from the other side. We are taking some damage though, so we're gonna have to pull out a little bit. Come on, baby. There we go. That's another one down. That's 2. Just circle back around. Got more torps in the water. Got more torps in the water. We're going to go ahead and change course. Get the right side torps back. And launch at the guy that's out there to the far right. I'm kind of disturbed at how much damage they're actually doing to me. I was not expecting them to do this much damage to me. If I'm honest. Yeah, we're taking a lot of damage. A lot of damage. We're flooding. We might die. Oh, this is not good. This is definitely not good. I don't know what guns that these guys actually have, but they are tearing me apart. Go ahead and smoke up. I wasn't expecting them to do this much damage to me. They're hitting me with 4-inch guns and just ripping me apart. And now they've got more flooding. That's going to be the end of us. Wow. Wow. I got wrecked. Wow. That was not expected. Oh, no. Well, I bet you guys are wondering where that puts me, right? If you remember correctly, I believe that means we get a single destroyer. Because we only killed 2 destroyers, or 2 transports. Wow. Yeah, we get 1 destroyer. And our tech will be 1928. We will be against... It'll be 20,000 meters. We get a maximum of 2 hours, and we are up against 3 battleships, 3 battle cruisers, 3 cruiser armored, 3 cruiser lights, 3 destroyers, and 3 torpedo boats. There is no History Guy Gaming rules, so you can do whatever you want. Total, a maximum of 75 points, if you sink everything. And they will be 1905 tech. Okay. And there are 3 of each. That's a lot of firepower against us. A lot of firepower against us. And we've got 1 destroyer to try to do something. This isn't going to go well. They don't have any battle cruisers for 1905. That's an interesting one. Okay, so I guess we just take the battle cruisers off according to everybody else. So, there you go. We're up against 3 battleships, 3 heavy cruisers, 3 light cruisers, 3 destroyers, 3 torpedo boats. We get a single destroyer. Let's do this. Now, hopefully, we can make a much larger destroyer here. This is a max of 2850. Yep. So that's the best that we've got. We're going to need everything we can. Alright, so we are going to have increased torpedoes because this is really the only way that I can see us doing anything in this, to be honest. Auto-loading. we're going to use... we don't have oxygen. We don't have oxygen torps. So I think we're going to use electric. We're going to go with the maximum size that we can, which is 22 inches. Again, we're not too worried about the well, we might... Yeah, we don't need any of this. It'll be fine. It'll be fine, he says, as he completely screws the challenge. There's only one we have. That gives us 61.9. Alright, there we go. Max efficiency there. We've got to have at least one gun. Weighs 41 tons versus 25 tons. We'll see what we can do about that. Torpedoes. This is where we gotta be on our A game here. Do we want to go with quad launchers or just a bunch of single torpedo launchers? Our range is only 11 kilometers. We get 4 per launcher. So, let's see where we're at. Can we get one more? Get these spaced out a little better. The way this game thinks is weird. That looks relatively decent. But anyway, that gives us decent there. Can we pack on a little bit more speed? No. 40.5 is where we are maxed out. So, I guess we throw a little bit of belt armor on. All right. Well, let's go try this. We're gonna have to be on point. Something we were definitely not in the last one. I'm hoping that because they're such a older tech, that they're not going to immediately nuke me. And we'll be able to utilize some standoffish. Because otherwise, we're just going to die, and there's not a whole lot I can do about it. So let's go ahead and speed up time. Till we get close enough to find these guys. Now we got to get within 11 kilometers to start launching torpedoes, which is something I'm not a big fan of. But that's what we get to work with due to our tech ear. So, gotta do what we gotta do. That's a huge force to get within 11 kilometers of. In a destroyer. Oh, dear God. Nope. Turn out. Turn. Turn. Oh, dear God, turn. Smoke up. Turn harder. Oh, God. Go faster. We got hits. We got hits. We got one already. We have no idea what it was. But I think it was big. We have taken some hits, though. But we're out of range. That's the beauty of... We got some more hits. We got another sink. We're off to a good start. We've got 2 large hits. Those may have been battleships. That's big points right off the bat. And we took very little damage. So now we get to try to do it again. Our torps are ready. We only got 50 torps left, though. We still got a whole mess of bad guys out there. So we're going to start making our way back in. We don't get smoke back for another 3 minutes, so we're definitely going to have to be a little more careful on running into everybody. Torps are on their way. We're turning out hard. We just got to avoid getting hit. We've disengaged. This is where we're going to be at our best. Being able to disengage at will. Sound like somebody rammed each other out there. They've detected our torpedoes. Are we going to get some hits? Oh, they're trying to torp me. Sneaky little boogers. I'm no expert, but it sounds like somebody's having a real bad day running into each other. And the fact that we didn't hit anything with those torps that time is not good. We need to make every torp count. We've got smoke this time. Come on, where you at? Alright, we're gonna go back in. I thought I was closing in on them. I don't want to run into all of them at one time. Even though it sounds like they're all running into each other all the time. Come on, baby. Where the heck are these guys? Didn't think I ran that far away from them. Spotted off to the east. So yeah, they're kind of right off to my right side. So we're gonna turn in again. The fact that it's an overcasty day is helping them and me. A, it helps me because it makes me harder to hit. And B, it helps them because I can't see them because I don't have radar or anything. So I could be in range to shoot these guys with torpedoes, but because I'm not actually able to see them, I can't. So I've got to get way close every single time. Now we only have 2 hours to do as much damage as possible, and we've already exhausted an hour or a half hour of it. And I think we've killed 2 of their battleships that I'm aware of. But I don't know where they're at. It says they're to my south now. Are they just like... Okay, there we go. Whoa. There we go. We get some torps, and they can't see us yet. Well, don't start firing! Your little pop gun isn't going to do anything to him. Alright, smoke up, turn out. We took another hit. They detected our torpedoes. Like, these guys are supposed to be 1905 tech. How are they detecting torpedoes in the first place? Oh god. Oh god. They see me. They definitely see me. We're not getting any hits anymore. Even their battleships are able to dodge. And they're so spread out that we're not even getting, like, collateral damage. Dude, I'm almost out of torpedoes, and I've only sunk 2 battleships. There we go. There we go. All right. Owie. Almost completely out. We've sank all of their battleships. Oh, and that's that. Well, that's not good. So as far as I know, we sank 3 battleships and that's it. Leading us once again to be probably at the tail end of the Taskmaster challenge this week. Feels bad, guys. Feels real bad. But I guess killing all their battleships is one thing. We managed to get 30 points for each of the, or to kill all of their battleships. So there's that. Which isn't bad considering how tragically bad we did on the initial challenge, I think. So make sure you guys check out the other attempts. I will put their links in the description below, as well as probably already flashing up on the screen right now. So if you like what I'm doing, punch the like button, leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and as always, I will see you in the next video.